Sounding his views on the existing controversial production sharing agreement PSA inked between the Government of Guyana at Hyde Park Corner in London was overseas-based Guyana'S Nigel Hines. Hines told passers-by of the alleged racist acts being undertaken by the government in Guyana. He opined that there is inequitable distribution of house lots and discrimination towards Afro-Guyanese in the country's public sector workforce. During a telephone conversation with this newscast on Monday, he also claimed that there is imbalance in government contracts being awarded locally.
If 100 contracts are given out, about 75% are given to, in terms of value, at a minimum, are given to Indian Guyanese.
Referring to the oil and gas agreement as a cockroach contract, Hines implored the government and the opposition to show solidarity and dismantle the 2016 production sharing agreement that does not share with Guyana beyond relative morsels. He strongly believes that a renegotiation of the contract should see Guyana having a higher stake in the royalty.
15% is one that is pretty much in the minimal range, because you would tend to think, from what I've researched and analyzed, between 10 and 20%. And then you think about the quality of our oil and the accessibility. You know, it's premium oil. It's one of the lightest oils in the region. So
he said 15% royalty is adequate and in keeping with the global expectations for the quality of oil being produced locally. Vice President Dr. Jagdeo has dismissed calls for the renegotiation of the Stabroek Block PSA as wishful thinking, but noted that the PSAs for future development of the Kanji and Kaieteur blocks will be very dissimilar to the Stabroek Block PSA. He added that the conditions of these agreements will be established when the government works out what model production agreement for the future will be. Hyde Park is an historic site where the likes of Walter Rodney frequented, where he practiced public speaking to perfect his verbal communication skills. Temika Rodney reporting for the HGP Nightly News.